Signs of hope and unity tonight after a massacre in Paris. Vigils are being held across the country with people holding pens, pencils, signs, and candles. France will observe a day of mourning tomorrow for the 12 people killed when masked gunmen stormed a newspaper office. And the attack even has the NYPD stepping up security. CBS 2's Dick Brennan is here now with more. Dick?
Well, Christine, there's no claim of responsibility, but it appears this attack is in retaliation concerning cartoons regarding Islam. Sources tell the AP authorities have identified the three suspects as Frenchmen, aged 34, 32, and 18, and that two are brothers. The gunfire erupted in central Paris. Bystanders filmed the attack, mostly from rooftops. Masked gunmen stormed the offices of the satirical newspaper Charlie Hebdo Weekly. Home video shows the gunmen appearing to execute a wounded police officer who'd responded to the scene. The French president called the shooting a shocking terrorist attack and said those responsible would be hunted. Witnesses say the gunmen blasted their way into the editorial meeting of the newspaper, killing 4 cartoonists, including the chief editor. One cartoonist who survived the attack said the shooters spoke fluent French and claimed to be al-Qaeda members. The offices had already been firebombed in 2011 when the paper printed a caricature of the Prophet Muhammad. President Obama condemned the attack and pledged support to the nation he called America's oldest ally.
The values that we share with the French people, a belief, a universal belief, in freedom of expression is something that can't be silenced.
The getaway car was later found abandoned in northern Paris. Authorities are said to be paying close attention to this when a gunman appears to raise his finger in the air, possibly signaling another car or person. The behavior being studied by law enforcement around the world, including here in New York.
Looking at the videos, they walk when they need to walk, they run when they need to run. They don't seem to be overly concerned with affecting their escape as much as they are concerned with executing their mission.
The NYPD says it's gotten a lot of information from its detective posted in Paris. On Fifth Avenue, officers were seen outside the French consulate, and authorities say response units like Hercules will be deployed to other sensitive locations.
We have, on average, those critical response vehicles where we bring in several hundred officers a day who are very specifically available to go to provide extra security.
Now, 4 of the 11 wounded are in critical condition. Police say 2 officers are among the dead, including one who was assigned to protect the paper's editor. Now, the manhunt goes on in the meantime for those 3 attackers.
And Dick, I understand that investigators believe this wasn't a lone wolf type of attack.
Yes, and that makes it that much more frightening because one of the problems is it appears that these men may have had training for perhaps another country, perhaps from Yemen is part of the speculation right now. And the way they acted, as John Miller pointed out, in tandem, together suggests that they may have had military training, and that means something far more organized.
All right. Thank you, Dick.
Okay.
Well, millions around the world have taken to social media to express their solidarity with the Paris victims. So far, there have been nearly 1.5 million tweets with the hashtag Je suis Charlie, which translates to I am Charlie. Stay with us for any new developments out of Paris, and Scott Pelley will have much more on the CBS Evening News coming up at 6:30.